You have financial literacy, which you acquired from the first module. You know now how to invest, to save and invest. So moving from being conservative to an investor, which you've learned on the second module. Now you understand later. The third module. Now the third module is for those now who have money now in the bank. We're looking now to what? For diversification. Looking at how now they can plant their money. Looking for vehicles that will transport their money. Now they have assets, they've acquired it. The business now is working. Because now they've started from level 1, which was in module 1, understood money. And then in module 2, they understand how they can build their money, build their wealth. Now they know that their money is there in the bank. Now they need a way to invest and preserve their finances. So they want to grow their capital, their working capital. Welcome to Here we learn financial independence. Since the dawn of time, people have been what? Farmers. Yeah, indeed, farming have been the most prominent business throughout the history. Even the people during World War, farmers were always there working. Even during the time before the drafting of Magna Carta, farmers were there producing meal to the public. Peasants always being the backbone of the system, the backbone of the whole countries, and without it, everything will collapse. Now, let's dive deeper at other chances that are there that not everybody seems to dive into. And I'll show you some different niches that you can invest in within this market. So welcome to the segment of farming. Farming has been the most lucrative business since the dawn of time, and even now booming than ever. Everyone will always be hungry. Remember that. Because it's one of the Maslow's hierarchy basic needs. If you look at the Maslow's hierarchy, there are some basic needs like the shelter, the food, the security, the job. You climb higher and higher. So now, food is what's one of the most important things. And the people now, they need a proper healthy meal. The whole world is in demand for organic food in the present era. As you see now, many people are slowly moving away from GMOs, but they've seen what it can do to their bodies. Now, we have two markets in huge demand that we have to cater for, and at an alarming rate or speed, namely the vegans. You know that there are vegans now. The new niche which has just grown throughout this time. And also now, you have now the meat eaters. Oh, like I do love meat. So I decided to segregate them into those two parts. So namely the vegans who like all plant-based products, and many hate lab-developed food products due to the health risk, because it's not like healthy at all. They know it's not healthy. For example, tofu, they know tofu is not healthy at all because like some GMOs are more added on that thing. Now another market is the gym people, yeah? The gym folks. The gym people who are now seeing the importance of bulking up with natural protein and carbohydrates. Now, this may seem small, but it's better now to position yourselves as more people are moving away from steroids to natural products due to the heart risk associated with steroids. Because normally if you gym, you also take steroids. It causes also your heart to expand. So when your heart expands, it reduces now the pumping capabilities. So the heart pumps now a little bit of blood outside. So this means more blood is there inside, causes a congestion in the heart. What you normally call like a congestive heart failure, or always associated with those kind of risks. So that is a kind of a problem also now that we have to look for, and maybe people are moving for it because they are taking care of their lives now. Natural products are the milestone, and history informs us that as humankind become more aware of these dangers of yesterday, they find better way to live in the present world. Now, we look at the livestock farming side of business, where we discuss possible meats, wool, and milk products. Cows as a business. You can sell cow meat, like to butchers for meat, like the chunks, the inside meat, like the intestine, the head. They like the head. They say oh, they love it, and also like they can use the meat to make it like biltong. So those are different segments that can be catered using the meat. You can sell milk that is needed to make what? The produce such as yogurt, cake, chocolate, and even what you love is South African, amasi. Everyone loves amasi. So yeah, you also need milk. You can't take a human milk. We're like, we want amasi. No, nobody use like cow milk. Now, the skin of a cow can be sold to different cultural people. Even like for Zulus, I'm a Zulu, so we like to wear something called amabeshu. So something will cover like a skate, a mouse skate. So we have something called the snare that covers the front, and the beshu something which covers the back, and like imbata something which you pose like a vest. Also like umkhaya which you put on the head. So many things we develop. All those kind of things. So skin is quite important. So Zulus, the Swatis, the Khoisan, the Sothos, etc. More and more, many people they use the skin. Now the potential here to make money is wild, and it all requires us to open the eyes and see where we can monetize it and be well positioned on the winning end of the business. Now each one of you will have to find a niche that they will like to focus on, and the examples are the future. If you look at those things I've told you about, are the future, the real future. Because more Africans now, they are tired of European clothes. They're like, these are given to art, these are just solid. They want to give it like a sense of African culture, African authenticity. They want to give it what's now arts. Everyone the arts now to have like a sense now of belonging, the African arts. The thing that they normally talk about, the Pan-Africanism. This thing is growing, and you might not be looking at it, but then niche is growing. So make sure now you are supply for that niche before you say like it's too late. Because many things when they start, people they laugh at it. But now when the things are huge, they just want to join in. So you can join in like now, while these things are just growing, and climb on this crusade. You can also have like goats. Goats like they are quite resilient rather. Even during harsh conditions they survive. They can even climb the trees and eat what is on the tree. Goats are some animals. You even find a plant that have thorns and you'll find them chewing it. Those are some certain creatures. So the benefits that they survive like quite like unfavorable conditions. And there's an untapped value in that market. Now the animal skin can use for other clothing, like making leather. You use now the skin, like cow skin, to make the leather. Also you can take the goat skin, they can use it to make leather. Also the Gucci, they use like some basins. There's another market you can look in, like the Gucci. So people they like that Gucci, so you can become a supplier of that huge brand, and you can make huge money. See, there are just many opportunities. Even the bags, they use like this, the skin. The briefcases, the shoes, the caps, the hats, wallets, the covers of phones, of laptops, of tablets, books, suitcases, even like house aesthetic designs, they use now the skin of animals. So it's up to you which niche you want to tap into. So it's right, you look at the basic level and look at the market level and see which market you want to feed. It's up to you now to decide, because now you have the mind of an entrepreneur. So I'm just giving you now the niches that you can look deep into. Now the market, it is indeed hungry for what? For innovation. And all it takes is a dream and the willpower to pursue the market. Now I would like to take your gaze towards a market that is ever growing long as humankind continue to procreate. Now this is the sheep. I want us to look at the sheep industry. Now the sheep, of which have the same potential as goat and cow in the market, but now every year they can grow their skin. They can produce wool through them. So They can give you unfathomable gains that nobody can ever seem to perceive. The whole industry is now in the market. It's always like needed because people, they like wearing clothes and wear clothes, even like in the winter. Now this is the market that can be fed by sheepskin. And every time you shave a sheep, you know that you are making money. So you'll be shaving a sheep and you'll also be whistling at the same time. Here comes money. Yeah, just kidding. Now think of it as the business of weave. So in the business of weave now, someone have to shave their hair so that you can wear it and it grows without stop. Like the weave business, they say, I'm wearing some Brazilian weaves. I don't know the other kinds of it, but I just gave you like a simple example which I'm well acquainted with. Yeah, someone has to shave their hair so that someone can wear something. It's just like that, similar to gold. They keep on growing and you keep on shaving this thing and make money. Now wool is used by many Africans for many cultural utilities. It can be used also for clothing, used in medical industry, food industry, and this is endless. So which niche do you want to supply? That's up to you, man. I'm just showing you a better way, because now we're at a different stage where now you are what? Preserving your wealth and growing it. Now dream big and you will see how far can an ambitious man go. The last thing before we move to the plans, here's a pig. I want us to look at the pigs, also known as the porcine or pork. Pigs have a procreation rate similar to that of rats. Yeah, you heard me right. Similar to that of rats. Those things, they like to reproduce. And when they give birth, it's quite a lot of it. They'll be making some noises right there. I don't know how to make the noise of the pig. Yeah, I tried. I tried. Now, they can make you quite a lot of money. And they are loved by everyone because of their meat, of which is rich in fats and natural taste that is unmatched. And that's true, you know it. Now, if you don't believe me, look at the bacon industry and look how it is booming. Who's supplying the markets? Have you searched? Don't you think you too can supply it? And see the prominence, they are a source of breakfast among all nations. They say be like bacon and eggs. So you can also join that industry, that niche. Now, in the past, they used their intestines, of which now they filled with meat while they were making what? The production of sausages. Did you know that? That was something that was prominent. Now, do you know that in the medicine industry, medicine industry, you are right there. The capsule, you know the capsule is like it's like the capsules, once it can like be separated in two parts. It's the capsule because you normally have some pills like the rounded one, like the Panado. That's like quite normally called like also like the tablets. Yeah, we have a tablet when like rounded like Panado. The capsule is one like normally when you see like some antibiotics. When you know we have like coamoxiclav, it's like a two twisted thing which can be opened. That is a capsule. So there's a difference of it. So now when you look at the capsule, they normally use what? Gelatin and also the bovine, which is the porcine. So they can use like the pig skin. So now they use like also like they use like some deep things. So I can't go dive deep in it, but they also use it. So now to manufacture the capsules, which they put medicine within, and also use what? That gelatin. So those are things that are happening even now. I'm just making it known to you, so you know which industry can attack. Now I'm looking out for you, bros. Now this is a huge industry across the world, and tell me how much capsules are produced per day. How many capsules are produced per day, and how many people are taking medication per day? Think about this. Think about the amount of money you can make. So many products of these are consumed and supplied. internationally. Billions of it are in the market, and the demand is never ending. As more people are become risk sick rather, and the demand seems to increase per year drastically. It's a huge market. And another thing, just to tell you something so you can position yourself, South Africa is moving towards getting some patent like manufacturing, so they can manufacture their API, which is like active pharmaceutical ingredient. So normally, like when you see Panado, there's something in the Panado called paracetamol. So that is the API. So now South Africa is moving toward that side where they can manufacture their own API, not manufacturing like some branded things like generics of it. No generics. You look at Calpol, look at Panado. So okay, there are a lot of them. Those are generics. So they are moving toward the market. So now you need to position yourself at the winning end. Be smart, eh? Oh man. Now you see how potent and promising one product can be. Now the minute you put on your entrepreneurial goggles and see opportunities where you thought don't exist, you're able to spot where the market is shifting. Now let us open our eyes into the niche that meat lovers like to laugh at. Yeah, even I laugh at it. Just an inside joke, okay? Now, the vegan market. This market is growing rapidly and more people perceive animals as friends. Yeah, they'll be like, the cow is a friend. I'm just kidding. Maybe some will be vegans watching this, but nah, I'm just joking. Eh? Don't take it personally. Yeah, they hate to see animals that are dead, and they want to save their lives. The plants are becoming important in the industry, and it's better to position yourselves in the market. Now, the kind of a business require a huge investment in land, like many acres, like the hectares. Like you have to now see how much you want based on the market. It's up to you to decide. I won't break everything down now because we have the mind to break it down. You can do your own research. So we're looking at seeds, looking at the climate studies. Plants grow differently at certain climates. Also have to account for that. Natural pest predators, because normally people, they don't like now the pests which you spray. They will spray like to kill like all those things that it's now what they apply the plants. You don't want this now, so you introduce what the natural predators. So now include like now maintaining what the health of the plants, and also the pH of the soil is also important, and different water quantity differs according to all plants. They need different water supply. So all of that you can dive into it. Now this market will also now include vegetarian, which are natural nutritional medication. You know, people, they love natural stuff. Some don't like eating food. They just be like, we take herbal medication just to help us with other things. You can just like process these things and make it in the form of a tablet. You give it to them. Food industry also now you supply it at large. The retail outlets, the local community, and fresh produce suppliers, of which will order from you. Depends on you, like what do you want to attack, which one you want to target. It's all up to you. Now, before you venture at any business, please make sure you do market analysis, supplier studies for competitive advantage, the market prices, the distribution, and the inventory. I promise you, this will help in making you prepare for the next venture. Ciao, my friends.